Hello and very warm welcome to Swift tutorials. In today's video we are going to learn about notification center. Notification center is the observable design pattern used in iOS, and with observable design pattern I can tell you one thing, that observable design pattern behaves like this: that if we have two objects, so one object is observing the second object, and whenever there is something changed in the second object, then the second object will relay an information, and the objects who are observing the second object will get notified. So the notification center does the same thing in iOS. So we are going to learn that thing. It's very important aspect of iOS programming. And so let's start. Open up Xcode, create a new single view application project and name it notification center tutorial. I already created one for myself, so if you haven't created one for yourself, and just create that single view application project. And now open main.storyboard, because we are going to design the interface for our app. So first thing, we have view controller, but we need two view controllers so that we can navigate to other screen and then fire that notification from that screen, and the notification effect will take place on our first screen, that is view controller. Okay, so that you can get clear understanding of notification center in iOS. So for this we need an UI navigation controller. So for this we will drag a UI navigation controller to our main.storyboard, and here it is. Just delete the root view controller because we want our view controller to be a root view controller. So here we select the navigation controller and the connection inspector, and here we drag and drop to view controller. Okay, so it's set as a view controller. Now select navigation controller and go to the attribute inspector and make it initial view controller. So here we have two view controllers, root view controller and our navigation controller. And now, so this is our first screen and we are going to design it. So change the background color of this and drag a UI label so that it will get updated whenever a notification get fired. Okay, so here just give it a constraint, place it 80 pixel from the top and center in the screen, and just change the font to heavy, and then we will drag a UI button, and here we will place the button to the center of our screen, and here it is, and we will change it to next, and we will make it bold. Okay, so here it is, and done with the interface of our first screen. So now we need to create IV outlet and action for those, and so open assistant editor, and here we have view controller on our right hand side and our storyboard on left. So select label and connection inspector, and here we will drag a new referencing outlet and we will name it LBL title. And now we need to create a action for our next button, and here touch up inside, same in the connection inspector, and here we will say move to second VC, because we are going to name our second view controller as second VC. So here we are done. Now open, make it single, and now add new file named second view controller. So Cocoa touch class, press next, and here we will name second view controller, subclass of UI view controller, language will be Swift, and here we are going to create. So here we have created second view controller. So here what we will do, we will need a button. So we create an IV action for this. IV action function keyword fire notification, and here it is sender will be our UI button. Okay, so this is created, and here we have our action. Now go to main.storyboard. Here we will create a second view controller UI view controller object, drag it to main storyboard.canvas, and here we need to change the class. So here we select view controller.scene, go to this, it's called identity inspector. Sorry, I don't remember those names. So here we will place second view controller, and here we have storyboard ID this, because we want to navigate programmatically. And here we have now changed we will change the view color of this to this screen, and here we will place a button, UI button, and we will place it to center of the screen. Sorry, this is this, and here, and we say title will be fire notification, and we will change the color if it's look nice. Yes, no, it's not looking very nice, so we need, and here it is fire notification. We will change the font to heavy, and here it is, we will change the text. So here now we already created an IV action, so double click here, and from the IV action just drag and drop here and select the touch up inside, and now we are done. Now we need only one thing, that we need to code our notifications. So select view controller.swift and make it a little bigger. So for the notification center, what we have to do, we have to write we have a class notification center. For this we have to create an observer, that which class is observing a particular type of notification. So that for this we will say notification center dot default dot add observer, and add observer will be self, that this class is observing, and selector, that what will happen when a notification associated with this particular notification name get fired up. So here we say selector and notification fired, and here we will create, and here we will say notification dot name, and name you can give whatever static name you want to give to it. So with fire notification, okay, and object we will in, as no object is associated with this. So we need to now create a function for our selector. So we'll say objc function, and here we have notification, and of type notification, sorry, not center notification. Okay, so here we have done. Now we need to navigate to our second view controller. So let second vc is equals to self dot storyboard dot initiate view controller dot identify this, and as we say second view controller, and here we need to pass the identify because we set the same, so we'll pass it same, and here is a self dot navigation controller dot push view controller second vc animated true, and here we will change the label to blank self dot lbl title dot, sorry, text is equals to this. We will empty it, and now let's run the app. Oops, on the iPhone 10 simulator. We will run it on iPhone 10 simulator. So here our app is building, and this build succeeded, so we have done a good job by not creating some compile time error. So here you can see the screen is running, and when we press next, we got here fire notification, nothing happens, and we are not. So what we will do, whenever we fire notification, we will send a value from here to the first screen, one having the yellow background, and then we will display that name. So let's see. So here open up second view controller. Now first copy the name of the notification here, fire notification, and open second view controller, because we need to fire the notification whenever the fire notification action will be called by, or whenever user tap on the fire notification button on the UI. So for that we have notification center dot default dot post notification. This is notification dot name, and here we have to pass the name, that what kind of notification we want to fire up. Since we are observing this kind of notification, fire notification, so we need to fire this type of notification. Okay, and object will be nil as we are not going to pass any object associated with nil. So here user info, this will be a dictionary, so you can pass it nil if you don't want to associate any dictionary. So let's say let dict of type dictionary and string comma any object and is equals to dictionary. So here we will pass the value dict dot update value, and here we will send a value that it's 22 July 2018 and 4 key date. Okay, so here we will pass this dict, so it's a make it where, and now it will say that it should be an and it's a any object because we are passing any object. So if you want to string, I always prefer any object because I can't pass any kind of object here. So if you want string, then you can pass string here. Okay, so here we pass user info our dictionary, that is the value or some info associated with our notification. So now here, now if that's moment, and for this let's make it as soon as this fires self dot navigation controller dot pop to view controller and true, and here we will set equals to this. And now if we run the app at this moment, then next, and I fired the notification, I came back but nothing happens. So for this what we have to do, we have a selector associated with our notification, so it will get called. So if I print here for the time being, and we got notification. So if I run the app at this moment, you will see that this log will printed in the console. So press next, let me make it bigger, and I delete this and make it little voice, and now fire notification, you can say we got notification. So this is working, notification is working because we are observing the notification. So now how to get the info associated with the notification? So for this what we'll do, let me remove this and say let user info is equals to notification dot user info. So here we have user info, and so here, so now what we will do, if let date is equals to user info, and value for key we have set key as date as string and say with self dot lbl title dot text is equals to date. Okay, so here this, so it will always a dictionary. So what we do, we will force unwrap it and then certify that dictionary string any object, and now it will go, and now it's working fine. So let's run the app and see that our level will get updated whenever we tap on fire notification. So here we press next, move to second screen, and then fire notification, and here you can see the label gets the value. So this is the notification center tutorial for you. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to our channel so that you can get future updates for our future videos.